Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you have an awesome day. Welcome to the show. Trey, you're here, right? I didn't start the show without you, did I?
Nope, I'm here.
Oh, good. Good. I was a little concerned. I started without you, and I was just gonna have to beatbox and rap at the same time.
I would be
Which,
really impressed if you could pull it off, buddy.
yeah, I'm amazing. You know me. I'd be like, here we go, every day, everybody. But it would be that the whole time because I can't do both.
Right. You'd have to stop and have some breaks in between and
Yeah,
have a little
yeah.
acapella.
And I'm very out of shape, so there would be it would not go well. It would be interesting.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, but it's what it is. I try to be fly at all times. Speaking of, give us a beat.
Let's get it.
Okay, here I go again. I'm trying to share everything on Facebook now. Oh yeah, Myrna, this is the time that you share the link on the Flows4u try. Only if I get what I'm doing, I never see it. They can do it. I was breaking, I can run it back at me, and then I'm knowing where I'm going. Only if I'm thinking it, and only if I know what I'm doing. I ain't chicken. Everybody's trying to break me down. Looking wild, what am I doing if I was running it now? I'm not pretending to be anything else. Only if I cannot turn it down to my wealth. And now I'm big. God, did you want me to be down? Did you know what I was doing if I'm running around? I gotta be that dude. Do you know where I go? Did you know what I was thinking? Do you feel where I go? But I'm better when the middle of the night, but the middle of my life when I'm waiting for the ride and you don't get what I'm doing. I can never see what I'm supposed to do if I'm waiting back in your serene. BOD, only if I'm on a big, yeah, only if I'm done, but I'm waiting, What am I going crazy? Now I'm rapping because I'm waiting, Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. Oh, I wasn't pressing buttons. I'm sorry, guys. Trey has one job, and it's to take that thing down. And for some reason, but he's an amazing beatboxer, so that's all that really matters to me. Thank you. Hi, guys. Man. Welcome to the show. I hope you have an awesome day. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us. We're really excited about our guest. I'm going to say it wrong, so say it for us one more time here. What's your name again, Myrna?
She's got some.
Yeah, hello. I'm Myrna Fe, but you can call me Fe for short. Sorry.
I might go Fe. That might be happening.
I think there's a little bit of a delay, but that's completely fine because she's actually in the Philippines. So no worries. I have much love for the Philippines. I got a ton of friends
Cool.
that are Filipino. So.
Really?
Oh yeah, I love chicken adobo, sinigang, lumpia.
Oh.
I love it all. I'm all about it.
He is definitely always talking about all the different Filipino food that he eats.
I need to come and visit. Maybe sometime in the future. We'll see.
We can meet and
Yeah.
hang out here. Especially there are a lot of resorts and there's a surfing area like 5 minutes away from here. Oh yeah, a lot
Trey,
of foreigners
can you
come
surf?
here every time.
No, can't surf. I have no balance whatsoever. I'll try.
Really?
I'll fall on my butt, but I mean, I'll
But there are
try.
trainers here. Yeah. We
Yeah.
have a lot of trainers.
I'll need about 4 of them, but
That is, yeah, there you go. So, all right, guys, what is our highlights of the week? I'll start. I got waxed this week.
oh my gosh. Okay. I know. Were we going with the other one, Jason, or was the one that I said better?
Whatever one you think it would be funnier.
Okay. I know how to save $10,000 a year on food, as in grocery purchases and food and whatever. So that's my highlight. But I'm gonna pass it off to Myrna Fe.
Yeah, this week we just finished Hometown Cha-Cha. I don't know if you're familiar with that. And my daughter told me, hey, Mom, this K-drama actor is mine, not gonna be yours this time.
Okay.
Whoa! Stop there.
Interesting.
Really? I was saying,
Stop there. We're gonna
so cute.
stop here. I'm gonna ask you another
he's
question.
Mine.
That's hilarious. All right. So what happened to me, guys, is I was working in here, and my daughter poured an entire candle on top of me, my desk, my everything. And here I have proof. Just in case nobody believes me. Here it is. Here's my proof. I'm getting it.
You better get it.
Here's my proof. My wax Xbox controller.
No.
Bro, yeah, that needs to get thrown away, man. Unless you're gonna start scraping, because that's gonna take a long time.
Right, right.
I have a way to fix it. So
Heat it up?
I actually have it. Yeah. Well, I have a crazy.
Get it up. Come
Throw it in the
on,
microwave.
crazy.
No.
Guys, I'm
Gotta
playing.
go buy a new one.
I have I actually redid my whole desk, and all I did was use a extremely hot hair dryer, and then wiped it once it melted just a second, wiped
Makes
it down,
sense.
and got it. So that shouldn't be no problem. But it was pretty disheartening yesterday when I was like, and my entire elbow was definitely all waxed. And the worst part is, it's my best smelling candle. It's black tie from the Candle Factory or Candle,
okay.
whatever. Bed Bath and Beyond. That's it. No, the other one, the Bed Bath and Candles.
We're just gonna go with it.
Yeah, okay, forget it. Trey, go.
Yeah, so for my highlight, it's funny because I actually was told about this really before we started the show. So I am broke. I'm trying to save money where I can, and so Jason actually told me this, and so this is my highlight of the week. So he knows a guy who literally buys a season pass for Six Flags. It's an amusement park. For some places don't have Six Flags, and so we used to have. I think ours is actually called Kentucky Kingdom now. It's no longer at Six Flags, but so you buy a seasonal food pass for $150 a year. And you can just eat the whole day. You can go there and just kind of get in and eat your lunch and your dinner there. Of course, apparently this guy was actually gaining a lot of weight because all they had was burgers, fries, and pizza. But apparently they have a lot of other options now. But I think it's a genius idea if you're going to spend thousands of dollars on groceries every year to fill your refrigerator when you can just go and get it at an amusement park.
And his was like, he actually paid off all his college debts because he did this for 5 years. Like literally just every single day for lunch and dinner. And you can only eat twice and you can only get one entree. But in general, he would go to lunch there, and it's season pass, so he gets some free parking. So he pulls up, gets a thing, leaves, and then comes back for dinner and gets another thing and goes. That's some crazy discipline, I have to say.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So, Faye, when you mentioned this K-pop situation, she said, that's not happening again. So what you're telling me is that you've dated a K-pop star?
No, actually. We're just in
You're
my
like, yes.
scenes. We're just K-drama addicts, that's why. So when we watch together, it's some kind of a bonding time. So every time she crushes on the K-drama actor, I would say, oh no, he's my crush. But this time, she told me, I forbid you to do that this time. You can have Lee Min-ho or somebody else, but
that's hilarious.
Kind of mine.
That's very
That
funny.
is amazing.
What is it? Right now,
Mother-daughter rivalry.
Right now, everybody in the States, at least, is talking about Squid Game.
Yeah.
And that's a like, not the same as what you're talking about, but also one of my good friends, he's a rapper here in the States, and I've known him for years. His name is Kdrama. And he's been K-drama since the 90s. And so what he realizes is that he has like 20,000 fans, but then he realizes only like 5,000 of them are his actual fans. The rest are just fans of K-dramas. And he says he gets questions all the time. We're like, what's your favorite K-drama? And he's like, no,
Mine.
I'm Kdrama. Like, that's my rap name.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, you know what's funny? I've known him for years, but I never considered that he'd have that problem. But I can imagine, especially now since it's all becoming so popular.
Right.
Like
Right.
Yeah. So
Very
it's pretty
popular.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have your favorite K-drama? Is there a favorite one?
Well, that was the latest that I really loved.
Oh, that's
It-
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said,
But and everything Lee Min Ho, like
yeah.
I love
That's yeah.
totally all his
Nothing.
series.
Nothing wrong with that. I understand. All right, Trey, you got a quiz for us?
Oh, do I do?
All right.
I hope you guys are ready. It is going to be up against Jason and Myrna Fe this time around. And as you guys know, so for those who are actually new, whoever has the most answered question correctly at the end will win the quiz. You guys will both get a chance to answer the questions, but I will obviously be only taking correct answers. So, Jason, I'm going to try to give you, again, a handicap this time around, but, I mean, we've just never had you win a quiz, so I don't know how it's going to play out this time around, but we'll see. We'll see, and it's actually pointed more towards Myrna Fe because I believe you do something of, you have somewhat of a kennel, I heard, in your house. What, can you just very briefly explain us a little bit about that?
What is it? Pardon?
You have a what is it? A cattery and a kennel?
Oh yeah, I do.
Perfect.
I have my own kennel and cattery. That was since the first business that I have is the kennel. That was since 2007, I think. Oh no, 2011.
Wow.
Awesome.
So
So
I'm already into 10 years in that. I started
wow.
that and doing good. I've rehomed a lot of my lovely puppies.
I actually want to
Two-
ask you a ton more about that after the quiz because I'm pretty sure you will have much to say. I'm glad I actually had this quiz for you today because it is actually focused on cats. So this is the quiz of cats. And so hopefully Jason has a little bit of knowledge about our feline friends.
I've
but
done. And
but-
we've considered from previous episodes, you know that cats are not my friends.
Right. So perfect. So then you can have the first question, Jason.
All right.
So question number one, how many whiskers does the average cat have on each side of its face? Is it A1, B2, C3, or excuse me, 1, 3, 12, or 5,007? A, B, C, or D?
It's C or it's 3, because that's.
So you're saying B?
Yes, because that's what Garfield has. And he's
Okay,
the best
Garfield the
example
cat, the comics,
of all-
okay.
He's the best example of cats in the whole world.
Final answer, 3?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
100% sure.
Myrna Fe, same question. How many whiskers are on an average cat on each side? Is it 1 on each side? Is it 3 on each side? Is it 12 or is it 5,007?
2.
2 whiskers? So as in, so it's 1, 3, 12 or 5,007?
I think it's 3. Oh my god. Because
Are you
it's not
sure
my
you don't-
cattery. Actually,
Are you sure
I
you don't-
I prefer the kennel. It's my daughter's cattery.
It's okay. It's okay. It's totally fine.
Yeah, but
So
Just
I
wait.
really like C.
person.
I really like the answer C.
I love the way the camera's.
I just really gotta be honest and come clean. It is my business, yeah, but it's my daughter who's really more the cat person.
Taking care of
She
it.
knows
You're
a lot
fine.
more about
So-
that. Yeah.
So
No
Trey's
worries.
gonna give you some options. He's gonna give you C, 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 or C. Your choice. What do you think it is?
See?
Yes, congratulations. Yeah, it's our first. That's our first answer correct. So it actually is 12. A cat has 12 movable whiskers on each side of its face for a total of around 24. Cats use their whiskers to sense the world around them and to communicate. So congratulations. Now this one's funny. So Myrna Fe, you're up next. True or false? The average cat can spend 2/3 of its life sleeping. True or false?
True.
Okay. Jason?
I'm gonna go with false.
It's actually true.
What?
Cats are champion sleepers. A cat can sleep 12 and a half hours or more a day.
Right.
Lazy bums. Okay,
Right.
so our next one is and Jason, this one goes to you first. What was the punishment for killing a cat in ancient Egypt? Is it A, 9 lashes with a cat tail, B, 9 days in the stockade, C, death, or D, 9 years of exile?
9
No
years
cheating either.
I was looking at Olaf Slayer's comments. I wasn't
Ah.
cheating unless he knows lots about cats, which that guy probably does.
Right.
I would say 9 years of exile.
Okay. Myrna Fe, is it 9 lashes with a cat tail, 9 days in the stockade, death, or 9 years of exile?
It be 9 days in blah blah.
Okay, no worries. So you guys are actually both incorrect. They actually the punishment was death. So cats were considered sacred by ancient Egyptians, and the punishment for killing a cat was very severe, death. So we're gonna move on. Myrna Fe, you're in the lead right now. Jason, you can still make it back.
All right.
Myrna Fe, you're up first. A cat named Tommaso inherited how much money from his owner when she passed away? Was it $20, $5,000, $13 million, or $1 billion? 20, 5,000, 13 million, or 1 billion?
I'll go for C, $30 million.
Okay, Jason?
I'm gonna have to go with her on this because people be crazy.
So you guys are both correct. It's $13 million. Tommaso, also known as
it.
Yeah. So he's known as the world's
Some
richest
time
cat.
ago, yeah, it was in the news, right? It was in the news. That's why. I
Man,
read about it.
we need to talk to Tommaso, see if he wants to be a sponsor of the show.
Clearly.
Yeah. I will make
You
cat
try.
sounds. I will do a whole cat sound song for him. Brrr.
This is the world's richest cat. So anyway, moving on. All right.
What are you trying to say? He doesn't want my rhymes?
We're going to move on. Jason, which smell is so gross to cats that they'll stay away from it? Is it catnip, human sweat,
Trey,
dog
you don't
breath,
need Trey.
or
Trey,
orange
you don't,
scent?
Trey, you don't need to give me any options. It's
yeah?
Trey. It's Trey.
Ooh, okay, good job. Good one. Well, okay, we're going to move on then. Myrna Fe, is it catnip, human sweat, dog breath, or orange scent?
Or forearm.
Huh?
Forearm. Yeah, you know what, Trey? Though I'm right with the smell of Trey, because here's the truth: they haven't done enough tests to really know if that's a true statement.
Have they now?
Yeah, I don't think that they have.
I feel like
so-
they probably put all of these things in front of a cat and see what its reaction is. I think they can get it within 10 seconds.
Did they use a tray?
They don't have to because that's not one of the answers.
Well, because they didn't test it.
Oh.
Because they didn't test it, Trey.
Myrna Fe, you still with us?
She'll be back, I hope.
Okay.
But yeah, because they didn't test it. Oh, get the... She'll be back. Let me get the...
Well, we will continue our quiz when our guest gets back. But for right now, Jason, how has your week been?
Well, I told you earlier I got waxed.
Yeah? Anything else crazy happen?
I got offered a job, which might...
Yo, let's go, man. Hey.
Which might change the date of our show.
Oh.
Which the only... We'll have a personal conference with you, Olaf Slayer, just to make sure it's okay with you if we switch days. You're back.
All right. Can you hear us?
Oh. Ba, 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 da, da. Oh, yes. We should explain this while we're waiting. So one thing is that Faye is in the Philippines and it is in the morning. So her daughter's at school. So we might have some internet issues, and we understand. We are just excited to have her on the show, and so hopefully we'll get this internet stuff worked out. If we don't, we'll still be entertaining and fun. She looks very serious with this screenshot. I really like this. Faye, are you there? Like, she could have just been standing there looking awesome, like patiently. All right. So, but yeah, so we'll wait for that to work. Oh, yeah. So that's cool. We'll see how that goes. I'm excited about it. It's some stuff I really like to do, and so it'd be nice to be able to get paid to do that. So maybe become an agent. Maybe then I finally can be your agent, Trey.
I'm down, man.
And get you some voice acting gigs. I mean, you know, I could definitely get you some clown gigs. I know that.
You know,
yeah,
Jason, I think we have a lawsuit on our hands if that's the case. No, man, I've actually been meaning to talk to you, and I know that we probably talked over the phone about it, but I really want to get back to streaming and trying voice acting out, and honestly doing, yes, horror narrations, because I used to do that back in the day. And I would love for you to be my go-to guy with that. So that would be phenomenal. I'm so confused.
He's trying to say waxed, but it's even better.
Yeah.
And
I'm like,
So, guys, for all the people listening to the podcast, we got a comment that says, if by Olaf Slayer, if you got whacked, they did a piss poor job, and which is true, because if I got whacked, I would be dead, and that would mean that I'm alive again.
Rasputin.
Yes, but if I got waxed, he didn't hear the story. Olaf Slayer, I got waxed. My daughter poured a giant candle all over me, and it was not awesome. So,
All right, she's back. Can you hear us?
yes, I see her blinking. Oh, wait. Oh, she's going. Oh, something's wrong.
Check a mic 1, 2. Can you hear us,
Right.
Myrna Fe?
Again.
Yes, we got you.
Awesome. No worries. Hey, no worries. No worries.
Yeah, I
So
can
we're
hear
gonna finish this up then. We're gonna finish up the quiz. Jason. So the last question was, which smell is so gross to cats that they'll stay away from it? So Myrna Fe, is it catnip, human sweat, dog breath, or orange scent?
Oh, which one do you think it is, Faye?
Catnip, human sweat, dog breath, or orange scent? Oh, she's muted.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can't unmute her. She has to unmute herself. She'll figure it out in a second. But yeah. So, wait. Oh yeah. No, I would love. Oh, so you want me to produce your live stream? Is what you're saying?
I mean, honestly, man, like, I know we used to have Streamlabs and we actually used to run it from that, but
Yeah.
I just need some good, like, transitions, because the ones I've had in the past suck. Like, they're just
Yeah.
terrible.
I mean, I'll give you a discount price.
Oh, yeah?
I'll take 80% of all your profits.
Wow, that's pretty steep there, bud. I don't know if I can afford that right now.
I mean, you can, because you're not getting any profits. So at this point,
All my profits go
You're
to
fine.
you.
I'm gonna tell her that she can try just audio, and that might fix the problem.
Sure.
Try just. Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, hi guys. I lost Trey too. His internet broke, I guess, too. What did you like? Kick Trey out? You're like, if I can't be on the show, Trey can't be on the show either. So, are you there? All right. So, Faye, one thing you could try is just turn off your video, and we can make it where you just use audio and see if that works at all. But there's Trey. What happened, Trey?
I pressed backspace on my mouse.
So, but yeah, that'd be great. I know all the people would gladly do that. And I know you could play Olaf Slayer on Mutant League Football.
I'd get destroyed because I've never played. So.
Yeah, and he's like awesome at it. So
Game over.
I've never played him, but I'm pretty sure he would destroy me. I mean, the dude has a whole podcast about the game, so I would not try. Oh, you know what? You should have like tips and tricks, like a way to make people better at the game. That would be a smart move, Olaf Slayer, like a little cheaters edition.
Is there like a league for this? Is there the League of Mutants?
Yeah, it's a show. It's a whole video game. But they actually just signed a deal, or they just released. They have a new simulation league, which is pretty cool. And
Interesting.
So,
I guess
yeah.
for any video game, there's always speed runs or like a competitive scene, regardless of the video game, unless no one's played it at all.
Hey, wait a second. I think he just said he'll produce your show for free. Hey, don't be trying to steal my money, Olaf Slayer. You're trying to take my cash. Yeah, you should just know I'm going to do it for free.
Interesting.
He doesn't do a live stream. He does a podcast, Trey.
You might have competition, Jason.
Actually, no, that's not true. He does do Twitch streaming. So,
I just need to find a platform because like a lot of the Twitch streamers are switching over to Facebook, YouTube, because Twitch has been banning people left and right, and apparently not a ton of people have been using Twitch, which, you know, I mean, that kind of it depends on if you even use Twitch in the first place, but like YouTube is more readily available. And what I mean by that is like, you don't have to know what Twitch is in order to watch people play video games. And so YouTube is honestly, it's an open source that's been around for, I don't know. It's been around since like 2004, 2003, 2004, early 2000s. And, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of the things I don't agree with YouTube when just their copyright, whatnot. I think the main thing everybody gets is music. No one can play your own music. Like it's so stupid. Like you can't just plug in iTunes and go and have it running in the background. Yeah, it does.
okay. Are you there? Myrna? Are you there, Faye? Hello? Can you hear me? All right, well, hopefully that works. Is she muted? Oh, she needs to unmute her. Let's see.
Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes.
But yeah, so Trey, that could be fun. Here he goes.
I was just on a Twitch podcast yesterday promoting my podcast. It was fun. I just need to figure out the live aspect like you guys do.
Yeah. Well, I'm also available for production for you, Kyle. And again, I will give you a very good, steep price gouging situation.
90%.
100% of all profits will go to me.
Myrna, are you there?
Oh yeah, she's unmuted. So.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yay!
Perfect. All right, so let's finish this quiz and move on with our lives. We're just gonna skip this.
Yeah.
So, a cat. This is for the mansion in the yacht. A cat can't taste blank flavors. Jason, is it salty, sweet, bitter, or sour?
Sour.
Okay, Myrna Fe, same question. A cat can't taste what flavors? Salty, sweet, bitter, or sour?
Bitter?
Okay, well, you guys are actually both incorrect. It's actually sweet. So this comes to my final question. Are you guys ready?
We are.
Right.
Myrna Fe, what is better, dogs or cats?
Oh, you're setting me up for failure.
You don't have to ask me that. I'm a dog person.
You said you're a dog person? Okay, Jason, dogs or cats?
I mean, you know how I feel about it. Dogs are better than cats.
Well, Myrna Fe answered first. Congratulations!
Oh, come on!
You are the winner of our quiz today. Congratulations. Well, next up, why is Myrna Fe on the podcast today, Jason?
Well, when I asked her what she wanted to do for a better year, she gave me a very good answer, which was she said lots of things, but one of the things that she ended with was pursuing your passions, and I thought that that was awesome. One other thing she said is to upskill. I just didn't see that looked very good on the poster, so I went with upskill and pursue your passions. And so, why Faye is why do people need to pursue their passions for a better year?
Well, if you have to think about it and you get stuck on the situation you're on now and focus on things that you cannot do, you'll never get to what you want to achieve in life. So it's really very important to focus on things that you think is really smart goals, something that you can really achieve. You focus on things that you really are sure about that you can achieve it. So what are these are the things that you are good about, your talents, your skills. So don't focus on, oh, why can't I do better than that person in this area? If you keep doing that, then you can never achieve anything in life. So I set my goal on, like, since I've just been operated actually. So, for the record, just got spinal decompression last May. So I'm officially
Wow.
a PWD because of that. Yeah. And comparing to the usual me who is active in sports, I'm a dancer, I'm a pep squad flyer back in college. Yeah, I'm a badminton player and all that. But now I can't do most of that. But I told myself I don't have to focus on what I cannot do anymore. There's things that I can still do. Like what? My first love. My first love is what? It's not a who. It's a what. It's singing. I absolutely I was like ever since I was young. So I said, okay, let me focus on that. So I did song covers. And I'm quite happy because I came back with my first love. So every now and then, when I have time, I do song covers and upload it in my YouTube channel. Yeah, that's it. Then I went back to
Awesome.
writing because, yeah, because even in the elementary years, I really love books. I was a bookworm, a book nerd. They say I was called the walking dictionary. you know, in the elementary because like when they ask me, how do we say this? I always have a word to tell them. So they called me walking dictionary. And yeah, I love to write poems. I love to write fiction and all that. So I said, since I cannot be active like I used to be, so let me just write. So I write poems every now and then. I do my journal. So I'm thinking of writing some chapters of. I really want to publish a book. I said. So I'm telling myself, yeah, I may not have to do the things, I'm not be able to do the things I used to do, but hey, I don't want to focus on that because last year was the worst year I have in my 40 years. I was
Wow.
totally broke. Yeah, really broke because not only that I couldn't focus on working anymore, but because I became a victim of internet scam.
Mm.
You know, it's a fraud, internet fraud. So all the savings I had gone. It's, it's like almost 200,000 pesos. That's almost
Ah,
4,000 plus
yeah.
dollars in
Okay.
your area.
Wow.
Then emotionally down as well because I couldn't do the things that I used to do anymore, and because I was physically so I couldn't move from waist down. I was having collapse series of collapse accident.
Wow.
All of that happened in last year. But I was also depressed because I broke up with my ex. 9-year relationship. So
Yeah. Who
Wow.
who
I'm
was an
so done last
amazing
year. So
K-pop star, K-drama star. So, you know, he had to
yeah.
move on
So
to,
that
yeah,
I
yeah.
told myself this year after the operation, I'm gonna change all that mindset. I'm not gonna
Amen.
focus on the negative things because I want to have a better year. So yeah, that's it. I have a
That
podcast. I have a digital marketing agency. I'm having my businesses out there. I'm happy.
That's awesome, and I think that's the trick. Is that I mean, here's the truth. Now that sounds like a terrible. My last year was not awesome, but it definitely was not that. And that is not awesome at all. And to have the mindset that you're not going to let all of that bring you down, and you're going to still create. Because a lot of times, I know for me as a musician, when things kick me in the face, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything because I don't want people to see that I'm down. But as a creator, it's like you just got to get up and do it. And I think it's so awesome that you were like, well, and you didn't have much of an option too. You were like, either I do something or I don't do anything, and that would be bad. And so I think that's an amazing mindset where it's like, hey, I'm not going to let this beat me out. I'm going to pursue my passions. I'm going to do more than I ever did before. Even though in some people's minds, I might be less of the person I was, but that's not true. I'm just going to do it because that's where I'm at. And that's an amazing thing. And you mentioned it earlier, is that you had the kennel and the cattery for 10 years. And it's like, and then you mentioned a bunch of your businesses. And when I was talking to you, you said you were a mompreneur, and I love that. What made you want to pursue businesses and do things like that and kind of be on your own instead of just getting a regular job?
No, actually, to be honest, I used to be a university professor. It's just that I got operated, so I had to stop.
Oh, that's
So
awesome. Yeah.
the business was just a side hustle for me,
Oh,
you know.
okay.
And then I was trained to be an entrepreneur ever since I was a kid by my mom, because we were orphaned with my dad. He was a soldier, so he died early. So my mom had to train us to, be an entrepreneur to augment the family income, the meager salary she had. So yeah, at an early age, I, sold food products that my mom cooked in the community. So ever since then, I had that happy feeling of being able to earn on my own. So even if I was already an education graduate back then in college, I also took up open university course in entrepreneurship, business management. So that really trained me more how to, do the business operations. That I love it. Because the big thing, I mean, big distinction of being an entrepreneur than being an employee is that if I'm the boss, I'm gonna have my own time. Like, I don't have to be waiting for the salary, which I usually do in the university job that I have. So I always have, and sometimes in the university job, it's always late, like sometimes even 2, 3 months sometimes. So
Oh, wow.
with the side hustle I got, it's quite great because at least even if my salary is delayed, I still have something for me and my daughter. So that's
That,
the great thing of being an entrepreneur.
that's
And I
awesome.
really would inspire, especially single moms like me, to have the same mindset. You don't have to be with a man, you don't have to look for a man just to thrive. You have to, be independent. Yeah. If you know what I mean. So that you can be self-sustainable and then be able to attract businessmen as well.
Yeah, and this is what I tell Trey all the time.
I'm a little concerned on where this is going.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna keep it.
Did I hit you something there?
No. I'm being silly. But
How's it?
I do mention to Trey that he doesn't need to be in a relationship to be successful. He just needs to believe in himself because he's a very talented person. But he also,
Yeah.
but mainly so we could find a businessman.
That's the mindset I got because I've been in and out of failed relationships, and it's not quite good when you lower your standards. But then this year, like I told you, after the operation, I told myself, "Oh, why am I looking for a man who will sustain my needs and my daughters when I can be sustainable myself?" And in the past, I've been the one sustaining both my needs, my daughter,
Yeah.
and the man. I had to buy a car so that we can have a car. I was the one paying. So I said, I was able to do that in the past without the man. It was
Yeah.
all my, expense. So why do I have to have a man? So that's the kind of thing I told myself I should be on my own so that I could enjoy the money I'm making and then be able to attract, you know, and put my standards up higher so that,
Yeah.
like mine, not
I
lower standards anymore. I don't like that anymore,
yeah. I think the stereotype that's out there is obviously I mean, what is it? The nuclear family model of the the wife, the husband, the two kids, and the husband brings home the bacon, and the wife is the homemaker or something, and that's
Hmm.
just not really
Right.
a thing
I
anymore.
don't like
And
that.
right,
Not
and
anymore.
there's jobs that hire anybody and everybody that should hire anybody and everybody. And honestly, if you
Hmm.
can provide for yourself, you shouldn't necessarily need that significant other. But if you are in a relationship, I
Hmm.
think it should be, people say 50-50, but obviously 100-100 because you're both giving everything you got for the relationship and
Right.
the stable household and making sure the bills are being paid and the car is there and the
Hmm.
groceries are there and everyone's healthy. But yeah, I really appreciate you saying that because there is that distinction because nowadays, honestly, there's a lot of well-employed women that are in the workforce, and then there's a lot of guys that are at the house with the kids, and that's completely and totally fine because
Hmm.
if that's just your thing, that's your thing, and if everybody's happy and
Right.
healthy and has the bills paid at the end of the day, then that shouldn't really matter. So I really
As
appreciate
long
you
as
saying
everything's
that.
clear.
Right?
Yeah.
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 If everyone's happy, then it really doesn't matter.
Right. Exactly. Yes. Yes.
That's also. Have you ever heard of Side Hustle School, Faye? It's a
Pardon?
podcast. Have you ever heard of the podcast Side Hustle School?
Not really.
It's a really awesome podcast, and the reason I mention it is that it's a 15-minute story every single day about somebody that started a side hustle that in most situations became their real-time job, and like 50%
Hmm.
to 60% of those stories are moms, and
Wow.
Oh.
it's so impressive because it's just like wow,
Hmm.
these people are not making excuses and they just do it, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's amazing.
It's
Trey,
actually my concept now is to focus on what I really love. Yeah, I love teaching, but being an employee, it's not that I don't follow rules, but being an employee, I think doesn't fit my condition now.
yeah,
At the same time, I'm more into a leader type because I'm a ENJT personality person. So I'm quite of that leader myself. So I prefer to focus on the things that I do now, pursuing my passions at the same time, focus on the business. Yeah, that's what I want to have a better year, better
that's awesome.
future.
Trey, do you have any questions? I feel like you've learned a lot so far. So if you have a question
Sure.
for her, you may ask.
Yeah, I mean, I would ask, like, for someone who is trying to either find their passion or run with their passion and just is having a hard time getting off the ground, what would you tell that person, or what would your advice be for that person?
Well, the best thing for you to do first and foremost is to have self worth. Love yourself first, because by that, you will have self introspection and be able to find and pursue your passion. If you don't have self worth, you'll not know what you really want in life. You always have to ask for somebody else to tell you what to do, or your life would always be because of other person. But if you find your self worth, it would start with I exist because I want to, and I love myself. So I have to upskill, keep upskilling myself, develop myself more, and find my passion and use this passion to have a purpose to live, not for someone else, not to
Yeah,
live not to live because of someone else, but to live because of the passion, to live because of the purpose. That's it.
That's awesome.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's a great answer. And I think, speaking of that, so now you run your own digital marketing company. How did that start, and how's that going?
Yeah, it's a startup company, yeah, and I'm still building my portfolio. I started it because I during my recuperation. No, not really recuperation. That was actually before my operation. Since I couldn't go to work, I did try to find things that I could do while at home. So I entered a virtual class training program, and I learned a lot. Although I was already a freelancer for like 3 to 5 years, no, that it started to be a freelancer for my night shift job 2010. So I always did virtual assistant jobs ever since then, ESL tutor and all that, email marketer and all that. So, but this April this year, I entered that training, and then that's when I realized I could do more, even though I already have limited capabilities. So
Sure.
I have to use what I know to be able to thrive, even though I have this condition now.
Yeah.
So that's it. I started that. I learned more. I kept on upskilling by training every now
Yeah.
and then, attending training, whether free or paid. So that's it. I was able to come up with that. I've had people or yeah help me with the logo. Now I can do my own logo. I have training with Photoshop as well in Canva. I have video editing training, branding as well. So I can do that. I can launch, startup businesses, and even personal brands like coaches, online course creators, just to, have a online presence. So some of that and all that, I do that. I've launched some startup businesses already locally, and yeah, I
That's a-
keep doing it. Even friends, I even volunteer my services to my friends just to have that portfolio. And
yeah. Well, and I,
that's it.
I tell you from experience, you have a really good eye and you're really good at communicating. That's Trey. When I was working on the promo for this thing, she helped me make it look way better, and she was very good at
Yeah,
explaining exactly what she wanted, and I
yeah.
really appreciated that. Because I have no problem. As I said, I've worked with lots of people, so I have no problem taking feedback because I want it to look awesome. You know what I'm saying? So
Myrna Fe, I'm
Uh-huh.
glad you got through to
You
him
could
because
take me as
sometimes what I say just doesn't get across, and it comes through as kind of like a jumbled mess, and he hears like a little bit of like
really.
here,
Just here's what I talk. I'm talking and talking, and Jason can't really understand what I'm saying. It's in a higher pitch, and
Faye, here's the problem. He's 25 years old. Am I really gonna listen to him? I mean, let's go.
I mean, he's 3 years off, but hey,
I was I was glad that he listened to me, because at first when he sent to me, it just was too heavy in my eyes. Even my graphic designer has to revise and revise, because I'm quite a
Yeah.
perfectionist. Sometimes
Well, and
I'm
I
quite of an OCD. So I really return every now and then. I don't like that because it's like this and that. The
yep.
contrast is not good. The font is not like that. Blah blah. And yeah, I really want it to be perfect. Even the
Perfect.
grammar, the copies for our posting for our social media accounts, I really check it. Really, I'm very meticulous with the copies. I'm a copywriter myself. So
Okay.
I've learned all of that all through the years that I was teaching. I was having my own business and all that. I've learned all about that. So I'm just upskilling because I have to refresh, and of course, I need to be keeping up trends. All that. Mhm.
Yep. And then last but not least, there's we could talk for way much longer, but do want to stay within our hour. Now you do have your podcast. Tell us about your podcast.
Mhm. Right. I thought after the operation a lot, and then I didn't want to get depressed, but yeah, this thing that I had, it opened my eyes that I need to be able to be an inspiration to people. I've already been an inspiration being
Yeah.
a teacher and all that, being a single mom and all that. But when I've been doing being a podcast VA and doing other things for other people, I've thought that, hey, with my condition now and with all the struggles, adversities that I was able to overcome having my condition and being a single mom, I could try to get the word out there that it is not the end of the world
Amen.
when you come to these circumstances, when you have these dark seasons in your life. So I want to, inspire people using my stories and the other stories of my guests. So yeah, I came up with this show and I called it Grit, Glory, and Gratitude because I believe that I
It's an
am an
awesome title.
epitome of true grit
Yeah.
because of what I've been having in my life. And I'm still thankful. And this podcast is my way of glorifying my maker. So,
Awesome.
grit, glory, and gratitude.
I think you
That's
should add another G in there and be gumption.
it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. She's like, nope.
I just premiered last October 20 and it's doing good. It's not really that big yet because I just started out, but in my belief, even if there are only 10 people that will listen to it, as long as I'll be able to make a difference in their life with my mission, I'd be happy about that.
I have a friend and he is in consideration to be nominated for a Grammy this year, and he's I've known him for years, and I remember like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, we did a tour, and he was like, he rapped and he did this freestyle, and we were at like a juvenile detention center, and everybody lost their minds. The next day, he did it, and nobody lost their minds. And I told him, I said, "How do you feel that nobody responded the same way?" And he rebuked me because he went, "I don't do it for the hundreds of people. I do it for the one person." And now that dude literally tours the country every single day, goes and impacts kids' lives. And he just didn't stop. And now this will be his, like, if he gets nominated, it'll be like his third time being nominated for a Grammy or second
Wow.
time. And hopefully it's his own project. Usually he's usually on another project, but his actual solo album is actually that. And he has, it's just pretty awesome. So it's like, but yeah, I'm with you on that. It's like you just need to be focused on that one person. And I tell Trey that all the time. And we do. Kyle, thank you.
Yeah, that's
But I think that's the trick, is that you just need to do it. Like, we're going on episode 100 here in the next few weeks on our show, and it's like we just did it, and it's just the best way to do it. That's amazing. Trey, do you have any questions?
I mean, no, really not at the moment, other than just what keeps you going.
I guess the first thing that comes to my mind is that my mission to be there for my daughter, you know, the best gift that we could give to our family is to be healthy and to be happy, because when we're healthy and happy, it makes the people who loves us happy as well. That keeps me going because she's seen me all through her life, and she's always wanted to protect my smile, my happiness. That's it. And of course, my faith in God.
That's awesome.
That keeps me going.
That's awesome.
Because I feel that I was born for a purpose. Because the truth is, I was born without a heartbeat and no oxygen
Wow.
as well.
Wow.
Could have died. I cheated that the moment I was born.
Sounds like
Yeah.
it. That's awesome.
Right. Yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to plug that you haven't already plugged, or that you want to plug one more time, tell people about?
Yeah, where can we find you on social media? What's your podcast name? All of that stuff. Now's your time to plug your stuff.
Yes, you can find me on my Facebook page, Grit, Glory, and Gratitude. No, my name, Myrna Fe Agsaullo. But I'm across all those directories where you listen to your favorite podcast. You can find me. The title is Grit, Glory, and Gratitude. You can find me on IG also at Miss Myrna Fe and at Miss Myrna Fe -3G. You can find me in TikTok as well, TikTok, FB page, Twitter at Miss Myrna Fe. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay. You're on TikTok. That's awesome.
Trey, I think it's that time.
What time are you talking about, Jason?
For you to do your favorite TikTok dance. Go.
I don't do any of them, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
I don't like that. I don't
only
like the
sing-
dances in TikTok.
Yeah,
I do it for the humor.
I always think
was
you
it?
there.
Myrna Fe, in the next, like in 3 weeks, we actually have a TikTok star who does, he's the human guitar, and he does guitar songs, but with his mouth. And that's all he does is TikToks. And it's pretty awesome. His name's
Wow.
Ty Sweet, and he's pretty entertaining. So, but
Yeah. Cool.
Jason, I think you're referring to the fact that
It's time for question of the day.
oh yeah, that's what I was talking about.
yes. So we actually got a couple things here. We're just gonna go with one of them though. It's at iGreenGod. He's our usual go-to guy from Twitter, and he says, "What do you hope never changes?" What do you
Is
hope
it for
never
me
changes?
or?
That's for
Everybody.
all of us. And you can give the silliest answer you can, or be serious. Your choice. I'm going to go with silly, and my answer is cherry limeades from Sonic. I don't want them to ever change the flavors.
Ew.
What? You
I
don't love
hate lime.
but cherry lime.
Lime goes well with people, with stuff.
What?
But like,
What? What tree? Finally, it's revealed. Finally revealed.
lime goes well with most things. I don't know about cherry though.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
Yeah, I don't know where people came from. Anyway, I would say I can't use Sonic as another thing, but I would say Blue Ocean or the ocean water because I love their
Wow.
ocean water. I love ocean water at Sonic. I hope beatboxing never changes.
Okay.
As in, I hope there's still a community. I just hope people just don't stop beatboxing one day. My silly answer would be, I hope the consistency of toilet paper never changes, because if it comes like sandpaper, then we're all in trouble. So that would be my silly response.
All right, Faye, what do you got for us?
What do you hope never changes?
For me, I hope that ice cream will always be what it tastes. It's my comfort food.
Ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Perfect.
I love
that's-
ice cream. When I'm feeling so down, I always go to 7-Eleven stores, or I go to a grocery and just buy a cornetto, and I feel so good after that. I imagine myself. I mean, I imagine if it will ever change, and I won't be able to get comforted anymore. So I
Oh,
hope it
no.
won't ever change. The
Yeah.
cold, relaxing, feeling
Because
I
it's-
get when I eat it.
I heard it was hot over there in the Philippines. Is that incorrect, or is that a correct statement?
Oh, it's a tropical country, so yeah, every now and then.
So I have
I
a one of my
I
favorite
hope-
comedians, Rex Neverete. Have you ever heard of him?
I have.
Rex
Not really.
Rex Neverete. So he's Filipino, and he has a ton of Filipino comedy. And they were, I think the family was sending a giant package back to the Philippines, and somebody put a giant fleece blanket in there, and they're like, why are we putting this in there? Because, in the Philippines, it's hot. So, but they would literally just grab anything they
let's
could
use.
to send it back over. But it was an long going comic bit that he did, but it was hilarious. But anyway, so
That's great.
we really appreciate you having you on. You've been an amazing guest so far, and I hope we can have you back on again.
Yeah.
Sure, anytime.
Now it's that time where I'm going to make up a song talking about all the things we talked about today. Is there anything that you'd like me you would like me to add into the song?
Oh no. You still there?
We lost her.
Oh, she's still here.
Oh, there she is. Is there anything you'd like me to add to the song?
Hello.
Jason's gonna do a freestyle bit.
Not for now.
All right, I'm gonna make
I
up a
could
song.
just appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right, Trey. Let's go. Oh, Myrna, do you have a a rap name?
Like
Would
a
you like us
stage
to give you
name
one?
or like a nickname back in the day? Yeah.
A lot of people call me just Faye.
Faye?
You know, it's easier. They say it's easier to pronounce Faye, and they say it's a lot sweeter because the Myrna is like a warrior name. Faye.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
I mean, I have no problem with that. Okay, okay.
When people really want to endear to me, they will call me Faye. But when they're angry, they will call me Myrna.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's an interesting bit. Okay, cool. Well, then you'll go by Faye. So, without further ado, Jason, you ready to rock and roll?
I am, but I pressed the wrong button. So
No worries.
yes, let's go.
Oh, let's run that back one more time.
Yo, 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 we got DJ Sound Effects, Scout the Psalmist, and Faye on the mic. Let's get it.
You ready, Jason?
No.
You just ruined the whole bit. Do you actually need a second for real?
No, I just thought that was funny.
Piece of trash. Let's get it.
Okay. I don't know what they've been told, but I gotta rap a rhyme when I'm thinking I know. Now I gotta tell you about Myrna, yo. She's like Faye when we gotta say all the words we know. Oh, she been through some hard times the last year, but that's okay. She gotta stand right here. She know what she's doing. She's feeling the time. Being a mompreneur, cause she knows it's fine. She gotta feel like the life gon' get it gone through. When she tries to break it down, she know what she do. But you can't knock her over, cause she's gonna get back up and she's gonna say what's up, cause she never teared it up. Oh no! Here she goes and then she get a flow. When she got a cat and a cattery, yo, and a little kennel like, whoa, with the dogs like, yo, only if I knew what I was gonna do, I go. It's like this with the night, but this is the time. Can't beat when I flow, but I'm wondering why. What am I supposed to do? Lose a quiz like that? And if I can't react, my little facts better than that. Now we gotta say that it never be. Only if I never get it, cause I ever see everything that they did when they ever be. Now you looking cause you're waiting cause you're waiting. But you need to pursue your dreams and your passions. Don't be afraid, it's not gonna last them. If you gotta get up and stand up and go, everybody's like, I don't know. But you just sing and you just live and you don't give up. You be the kid, you be the one that protects your family. Not afraid of all the things that they meant to be, but now I'm about to be, cause a better man. Only if I gotta see the whole life, the better stand. Everybody's looking cause they still don't know what we gotta think. If we feel on the show, we got Miranda. She's not even trying to blink. Only if she can't break it down behind to say all the things that they doing that they really can't go. And Trey, I hope you find a businessman, bro. Anyways, can't feel what I do. Only if I never see, cause I never see the things that I can't do. Only if it's like this in my brain and I'm waiting for the people cause they're losing my brain. Anyways, we gotta follow our dreams, not be afraid to do the little things and be on our little podcast game and grit. God, I can't do it today. I thought I was gonna pull it off, but I didn't. Only if I can't break it down, spit it. Everybody's gonna lose their mind as I rap, but now I guess we're done cause that's all that. Hey!
Amazing. That's cool.
Good stuff, good stuff.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being on the show. We really
Right.
appreciate it. I know we had some technical
I love
difficulties,
it.
but you did a really great making it through it. So, and everybody got to hear more stories about me because that's what they really show up for. It's just to hear more about me.
Wow.
Yeah. As my buddy Derek would say, he's like, pride comes before the fall. And once I like literally was telling him how awesome I was as he was in my room getting the Vice, and as I told him how awesome I was, my bed broke. And I just fell to the ground. And he goes, literally, pride before the fall.
Get some help.
Michael Jordan's trying to say something.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I can imagine that thing in my mind, and it was hilarious.
I'm awesome. And then he'll.
Yeah, no, exactly what happened. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy the show. Please hit us up on our website, flows4u.com. If you're looking for an amazing website, make sure you go to nomadweb.design. They're the people that took care of our website, and they do an awesome job. And go over to check them out. Also, please like and subscribe. I don't think I say this enough for the people that listen to the podcast. If you want to come be a part of the show on Thursdays at 8 p.m. CST, we do the show on all of our social medias, on Facebook, on YouTube, all those places. It's Flows4u Pod or just Flows4u. Please check those things out. If you have no idea how to get to part of our live stream, just send us an email. We'll gladly send you the link, because we want you to be a part of it. We appreciate all the people that listen to our show on a weekly basis, and that is amazing. Trey, am I forgetting something?
Nope, you got everything.
All right, I'm glad, because we don't have any more time for me to make up more stuff. So, all right, and all right. So now this is the time, Faye, for you
I love
to.
this unique show of yours.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Me and Trey, I said we laughed that we've been doing this for 2 years, but it's like so much fun to just be able to do this thing and have fun. But now it's time for you to hear the really.
It's fun to be with both of you. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
I'm
Really appreciate you having you on the show.
Now it's time for you to see the most talented person in the group. You're going to give Trey 3 words, and he's going to make an amazing song up for you. I should tell you that he's not that amazing, but it's
wow.
Be
Thank
fun.
you. Appreciate it.
I'm just playing. He's great. At making me laugh. All right, so Faye, give me 3 words. They can be as random as you want them to be.
I don't know. 3 things that I'm thinking right now are dogs.
Dogs.
Dog.
Uh-huh.
Love.
Okay.
Love.
Future.
Future.
And future.
Yes.
Dogs love Future.
She's definitely talking about the rapper, because all dogs think Future the rapper is amazing. So.
Don't worry, I have something ready for that.
I love cheesecake. I love cheesecake at nighttime, real late at night.
All right, so this is what?
No, that was amazing. You're amazing.
Oh, I try. So this is our outro, Myrna Fe. You can feel free to stay on afterwards. You can hop off, but we are wrapping up the show right now, and
we lost you, Trey.
We lost you.
Oh no. He's about to do his bit, and then he lost him. Here he goes.
Yeah, let's get it. Got a little voice going on here, yeah.
Myrna Fe, you've been awesome. Thank you so much for hopping on the show. You've been an amazing guest. Let's work on our dreams, our passions, and hey, get a Kindle if you have to.
Let's get it. Myrna Fe's on the show. She knows how to be successful, yo. She prefers dogs over cats, that's right. Cats, all they do is fight, fight, fight. We don't want them, we don't need them. They leave care everywhere. They don't care about you or what you have. They just want how you can feed them and nurture them. Just kidding, cats aren't that bad. They're the worst, man. But let's move on from the cat subject. Let's love each other. Everyone that's yes. Everyone on the planet, it doesn't matter if you're good, bad, indifferent. Love your neighbor, it says it in the Bible, so you can't argue with it. Let's keep on going, think about moving forward. Talking about future, not the rapper moving forward. Okay, yeah. Work on your passions, talking about dog love and the future, that's what's up, man. Take us home, man. Jason, we're done.
Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I hope you have an amazing night. Thank you so much for spending time with us. And we love you. And y'all are amazing. Peace out. I gotta press the button. Sorry.
You better press it now, Jason.
Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all of your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you,